Today I'll be showing you how to find the length of an arc on a circle. And an arc is essentially just a part of the circumference of the circle. So for example, for this circle on screen here, I could draw a sector like this, and then I could ask you to find the length of this arc created by the sector. So how do you find arc length? Well, first you need to know the angle of the sector. So let's just say this is 80 degrees. And you also need to be able to work out the circumference of the circle. And for that you need the radius. So let's just say the radius of this circle is 3 centimeters. And then to find the arc length, there's just a simple formula. It's going to be the circumference of the circle, which you probably know is 2 times pi times r, times the angle of the sector, over the angle of the full circle, which is 360 degrees. And if you think about it, this makes sense because the arc is a fraction of the full circumference. So you'd get the length by multiplying the circumference of the circle by the fraction of this angle over the angle of the entire circle, which is 360 degrees. So anyway, if we work this out, it's going to be 2 pi r times 80 over 360, and the radius is 3 centimeters. So 2 times pi times 3 is 6 pi times 80 over 360, and you can put that into a calculator to get that the arc length is about 4.19 centimeters. So that's a rounded answer, but they might also ask you for an exact value, meaning you'll just have to do the answer in terms of pi. So instead that would be 6 pi times 80 over 360, and then you can simplify 80 over 360 to be 2 over 9, so that's just going to be 12 pi over 9, and then you can simplify that to equal 4 pi over 3 centimeters. So the length of the arc is about 4.19 centimeters, or if you want to be exact, 4 pi over 3 centimeters. Now you might be given a question where the angle of the sector is given in radians, meaning that it's going to be in terms of pi. And to work this out, it's basically going to be the same process as before. The only thing you need to know is that when you're using radians instead of degrees, the angle of the full circle is 2 pi radians. So 2 pi radians equals 360 degrees. And then once again, it's just going to be 2 pi r times the angle of the sector, which is pi over 3, divided by the angle of the full circle, which is 2 pi. But you might notice that we have a 2 pi here being multiplied by 2 pi at the bottom of a fraction. So we can actually cancel them out and turn it into just r times pi over 3. And then because the radius is 4 centimeters, it's going to be 4 pi over 3 centimeters. So as you can see when you're using radians, the formula is basically the same as when you're using degrees, but you can actually do some cancellation to make the formula a bit simpler. So when you're using radians, you can actually find out the arc length by just doing the radius of the circle times the angle of the sector, which you might see written as r times theta. Alright, let's just do a few more examples. So here we have an arc created by a sector with an angle of 110 degrees and a radius of 2 centimeters. So see if you can find the exact length of the arc. Well, it's just going to be 2 pi r times the angle of the sector, which is 110 degrees, over the angle of the full circle, which is 360. So it's going to be 4 pi, because the radius is 2, times 110 over 360, and then 4 pi times 110 over 360 is 440 pi over 360, which can be simplified down to 11 pi over 9. So the answer is 11 pi over 9 centimeters. Alright, and here's one final question, so see if you can find the answer. Well, remember when we're using radians, we have a shortened version of the formula. Radius times the angle of the sector. So our radius is 3, and the angle is 5 pi over 3. That means we can just cancel out the two 3's, and we're left with an answer of 5 pi. So the arc length here is 5 pi centimeters. And that's how you work out arc length. So thanks for watching.